I had a dream that I would be a sailmaker, that I would try for the Olympics, and I would try for the America's Cup. It's amazing what can happen if you dream big. When I was about 16 years old, I taught sailing in Whidden, Massachusetts, on the Cape. I loved to sail, so the passion was there, no problem. I ran into a guy named Jack Fallon. He inspired me a lot. I had an appreciation for what a good sailor he was, how organized and disciplined he was, and how he sort of looked at things. He introduced me to Ted Hood. I went sailing with them for the day, and I just said, this is so cool. These were the type of guys that I aspired to be like. I just said right then, I want to be a sailmaker and I want to be a top sailor.
Tom Whidden has contributed two important things to the sport of sailing. As an industry leader, he's made sailing more efficient, sails better that last longer, and go faster. The other thing that Tom Whidden has done, he's been outstanding on the race course, winning and both losing the America's Cup. And I think when he lost the cup for the first time in 1983, his strongest attribute is he didn't cry in his beer. He and Dennis Conner and the rest of the crew got off the ground and found a way to go down to Australia and actually win it.
Tom's a fireball competitor. He wants to win.
He sees the wind. His understanding of what makes sails pull and push a yacht around a race course is just unparalleled.
Well, Tom is first and foremost a straight-up, nice, normal person. And this is very, very important. It's the start of everything.
You get the sense of it when you're sailing with him. In a calm way, everybody is doing what he's asked them to do.
He's bright. He communicates well. He knows how to motivate people. He knows how to lay out a plan and get them to adhere to it. And he knows how to show people's positive sides rather than criticize.
In my earlier days sailing, I lost races by being too emotional about it. And I learned that quickly with crews, that if you were emotional with a crew, they don't look up to you as much, and they probably don't perform at a higher level just because you're raising your voice.
He brings you in as a partner, and he talks to the mainsail trimmer and the spinnaker trimmer, and he very much brings everybody together as a team.
This is typical of Tom. There was a group of youth sailors prepping their boats, and Tom, as he always does, stopped by to say hello to the kids and took that genuine interest in what they were doing, asking them questions, talking about what they were going to do that day, what their focus was, and that's pure Tom. He's one of the great assets this country has.
Being the recipient of the America and Sea Award for the Mystic Seaport Museum is a dream come true. For me to be recognized for the only thing I really wanted to do in my life is pretty nice.
Tom's lifelong love of sailing, his work at North Sails, what he's done with the America's Cup, what he's done helping so many amateur sailors, this one included, to really fall in love with the sport. To recognize that at Mystic is terrific.
He built a sales business into a dominating worldwide force, and he wrote books that help even non-scientific amateur sailors to understand a lot more about the science of sails. And he's achieved all of that while being also, and I think this is important, a wonderful ambassador for your country.
Tom is what I would call a great American, which is quite something. And I think he's naturally a leader. I think he's naturally gracious. He's naturally worldly. And I think if you're giving an award like you're doing, then he is a perfect recipient of that.
A young person should not be afraid to think the way I thought. And it wasn't because I was brilliant, believe me. It was just because I was passionate about something that I enjoyed doing. And I said that how could you fail if you're passionate and love what you're doing? To think that I was thinking this way when I was 16 or 17. It's not that I saw the path. I didn't see the path at all. I just figured out that if I did it and I loved it, at least it'd be fun. And it turned out great. Sometimes I have to pinch myself.